guys, this is Tina from Shabbydabbydoodah. Welcome back to my channel. So I'm here again with those Tim Holtz papers, and I've got another sheet from that wallflower paper pad. And again, I want to just do some fusing with some digital papers. Sorry, lost my words already. And I only just press record, so yeah, it's not looking good. So I want to fuse some papers together with some digital papers to get some different looks going on. So again, it's about kind of mixing up the neutrals of the Tim Holtz papers with some other colours that you wouldn't necessarily expect to kind of mix them with to get some completely different looks going on. So all I'm going to do first, I think, is just cut down the Tim Holtz paper. Now I'm trying to make here a bit like the whole page collage masterboards and just doing those but with the patterned papers instead of book pages. So just cutting in, taking a few different just random kind of shapes, and I want to do them quite small or reasonably smallish because we're going to make just like, well, it's not the 12 by 12. It's kind of similar to what we did before in that it's going to be probably about 12-ish by 14. Again, no rules. It's not like I'm measuring this or anything. I'm just kind of guesstimating really that that's the rough sort of size that we're going to be going for. So I'm just cutting my pieces down first because I think that's going to be the quickest way to do this. And obviously, you know, I might find I've got pieces that are not really very straight at all. So the pages that I've used so far is I've taken this page from my Pink Ladies kit, this page. This is obviously the Tim Holtz. And then this is from my Prairie Papers, the green set. And I just thought, let's mix these up because they're not sort of, what's the word? They're not kind of a set that I would necessarily have put together. You know, I wouldn't necessarily put the blue with the pink and then this. So I'm just trying to get a really completely different sort of vibe and a completely different feel to, you know, to what you'd ordinarily kind of perhaps put together. So I might have to pull out something else as well. We'll just kind of see how we get on, you know, but I might decide actually, you know, we need something else here as well. Perhaps we won't have quite enough, you know, different colours to be going on with. But I mean, as a starting point, how gorgeous do they look together? I just absolutely love how those colours look together. So I'm just going to, oops, if my glue's going to cooperate, which, come on. Oh, please cooperate. I've only just switched the camera on and already it's playing up. This is not good. Okay, right. And I mean, I just love simple projects. You know, if you watch my channel, you know, simple projects, that's my type of thing. So, you know, this for me, this is just something that's lovely and accessible and, you know, it's easy to do. And yeah, just kind of keeps everything nice and straightforward. And, you know, that's what crafting's all about after all, isn't it? You know, nobody wants to be doing things that are difficult or, you know, going to be, you know, a lot of kind of learning required. It's nice to just do things that are going to be, you know, simple and accessible to everybody. So, and you can just literally play around. Now, I mean, obviously, you know, although I'm trying to fuse different colours and papers together, I mean, you've got to kind of, you know, have a sort of little bit of, I guess, restraint. You know, you can't literally mix anything with anything because, you know, you're going to end up with probably something that you wouldn't really be that happy with. So, you know, you have got to kind of, yeah, be mixing things that you're going to actually be pleased with the results. So, I mean, I'm not suggesting being completely, you know, completely out there and wild with your choices. But, you know, it's just about kind of mixing up things that are less expected than, you know, perhaps you would expect. Yes, that was a strange mouthful to say, wasn't it? You know, but yeah. So, I mean, here, for instance, I've got this kind of bluey green colour. So I'm just going to cut this down. So this is, again, from the Tim Holtz Wallflower. And you know how it gives you, like, the same pages but in smaller version? So this is just one of those. I'm just going to just take that down here, like that. And again, you know, this might not go, but I'm just wondering whether it might go quite nicely because we've got that bluey green, you know, here. So yeah, I think that goes quite nicely. So might just have that coming out here, or do we want it over the top? Maybe over the top actually is nicest. So I just need to tidy that edge up because not straight at all. Not sure it's a lot straighter now, it's got to be said, but oh, well, perhaps I'll put it up this way. Then I can straighten it at the end. So yeah, let's do that. So like that. Okie dokie. And a bit on that edge as well. So yep. Okay, right. I've only just got enough there. So right, I'm going to have to just slice off the top of this really because yeah, I didn't quite have as much as I thought there. That's fine. So here, I think I'll go in with a bit more of that pink script. So like that. Oops. And then just a little bit here, kind of round all these edges where it's going to sit. And it's quite good, you know, if you get the overlaps, because then that's going to be what's thickening your paper up and, you know, giving your paper a more sturdy base. So like that, okay. I might have this one, I think, here. Just check which way round. Yeah, I think probably that way. Now I'm just wondering whether I actually want to cut this down so as I get this, you know, get more of those flowers. So if we just cut that down like that, I can put that there. And then I'm going to have to cut some more of this one here. Like that. Oops. So again, just going to put that there, and if we have this one here, oops, yeah, like that, I think. So let's just pop this one down here. Honestly, these are so fun to do, and you know, if you watch my channel again, you'll know if I start doing something that I'm quite enjoying, you know, I just get a bit addicted to doing it. And yeah, it's kind of, it becomes my favourite thing to do for a while. So this is probably my favourite thing to do at the moment, is this fusing of the, you know, the different papers and the different patterns, because it's really fun, you know, and what you can achieve is just really, really fun, because, you know, you get these unexpected results, you know, which is, yeah, just really kind of exciting to do. So for instance, we could just piece it in like that. So I'm going to put these down. Oops. So this one like that. Okay, and then this edge here. Oh, I forgot that it wasn't going to go as far as that. So right, okay, so we've got that one like that. And then we're just going to put this one down here. Sorry, I've got glue threads, obviously, from everything sticking on everything here, so I do apologise for that. Okay, put that down, just like that. So it's just overhanging a little bit more. Again, just creating a bit more interest with, like, the overlaps, like that. Okie dokie, and then just decide what to put down this edge. I did just drop a piece on the floor. Let me just see which piece that was, because oh, I thought I had cut another piece of this, and yeah, I couldn't then see it, so I thought perhaps I'd imagined it, but anyway, it had dropped on the floor. Okay, so let's just see. Let me raise the camera slightly, because I'm aware that obviously, you know, this is now getting quite big, which is then proving difficult to fit into the camera. But yeah, if we have that there like that, I think. And then this piece here, oops, like that. Just just trying to see now whether I've got room to actually have it. Oops. Sorry, I'm really running out of room on my desk. Yeah, I think like that, and we might then just be able to have something like that. Or do we think that's a bit too much? I guess we could just piece in a bit like, you know, a bit like this or something. Yeah, maybe something like that. So, you know, just overlaying and, you know, getting some, yeah, some extra bits laid on top. So again, just cut that down, glue that down. So like that, okay. There, like that. Just need a bit of glue here on this edge. Okay, and then this one, like that. Tuck that, oops, in there. So again, just want a bit more going down on this edge, like that. Okay. Right, let's just now stick that down. Okay, right, let's just see. Where did I think? Did I think like that? And thinking actually I might have to piece in here with just a little tiny piece of this. Might be better. So again, just take this down. Yeah, okay, so let's just cut that down. Just cut that in so it's hopefully straight. Straightish anyway. Straight as I can get it. So something like that, I think. Or maybe that. Yeah. Okay, so that looks quite nice, doesn't it? And, you know, I mean, how gorgeous does this look? It's so pretty, isn't it? And I would never in a million years have thought to put these colours together. You know, I mean, obviously these are quite muted. I was going to say they are quite muted. Obviously we have got the brights here. But I mean, on the whole, they're a lot more muted than some of the colours that I have been using, you know, in some of the other pieces. But yeah, I mean, they've still got a colourful theme going on, let's just say, which, you know, that's what it's all about, is kind of mixing up some of your neutrals with some of your much more highly coloured papers. So you're just getting a bit sort of, you know, an eclectic look, a more interesting look. You know, because sometimes I just think it's easy to think, you know, all neutrals, pair them with neutrals. And actually, you know, sometimes you're going to get much more fun results not pairing them with neutrals, but actually, you know, pairing them with kind of much brighter, more vibrant pieces. So again, just pop some more glue down here. Like that. So hopefully that's actually glued exactly where it needs to be now. And then this one here, just going to place down like that. Oops. Just going to cut this down. Sorry, it's suddenly not looking straight at all. Oh, I don't know if that's much straighter, but anyway, let's just go for that. And like I say, you know, it's okay to overlap and things, because actually that's just then building up your layers of thickness, and it's going to make it then a bit more usable with what you can do. So press that one down. Now I'm just going to go in here just with a little light line of glue there. Okay. Oh, how gorgeous does that look? Love, love, love how that looks. Now, just got this little leftover piece, which I'm not saying I necessarily want the whole thing, but I may want to just have maybe a little section of the flower. Oh, it's just a little bit kind of weird, isn't it? Because it just looks like it's been plonked there. Although, to be honest, it looks okay at the top. So I'm just going to put that down just over there in the corner. Okay, like that. Okay, right. Like that. Okay, right, looking good over there. And then I'm just going to trim up. I mean, to be honest, it doesn't really need a great deal of trimming, but just this piece here, where of course that didn't look that great, like that. How gorgeous does that masterboard look? Absolutely love those colours and things, don't you? They just look really, really, really lovely. So I'm going to put that one to one side. Let's do another one because, yeah, I just can't, you know, can't stop doing them. They're just so fun. So this time I've brought along some of my Myrtle Cottage papers and I thought let's mix some of them with those. So, yeah, I mean, obviously we've got the kind of predominantly lilacs and purples and, you know, we've got some kind of deeper pinks and reds here. So, yeah, I think these would look really nice. So, again, I'm going to be using this, you know, with the smaller sort of squares. I'm not obviously going to be using this side because this is what I'm talking about with the, you know, I'm not saying you couldn't mix those. For me personally, that's a clash too far, if you know what I mean. You know, it's a bit too out there, isn't it? So yeah, I probably wouldn't go with these sides. I mean, particularly like say if you had that with that yellow, I mean, that actually looks awful, doesn't it? So, you know, you've got to be, I suppose, reasonably careful with how you're trying to mix up your bits. But definitely, you know, you can mix them up a fair amount. So let's just take this one now here. Okay. Right, so let's just turn these over. So we've got these two and then I've got this one here. So again, let's just see. Yeah, I mean, again, I probably wouldn't use these sides, but maybe this side. So let's just see which one we want to use. I mean, we could be brave and go with one of the, you know, less expected ones, I suppose. So, you know, for me, the obvious one is this one with the text. Probably the least obvious is this one. It's got quite a lot of yellow in it. So, yeah, personally, I probably wouldn't really go for that one. So I might go for this one, I think. So let's take this one. Just cut this out. Okay. Like that. Okay. Right, so again, what I'm going to do is just like before, start by actually taking these into smaller pieces. So we've got some tinier, you know, or some smaller bits to work with. So just like that. And then I might even do a smaller piece still. So yeah, I mean, I've gone pretty tiny with some of these. So, you know, it's going to be a bit of a different look, I suppose, to the previous piece because obviously these are... yeah, these are much smaller. Let's do a smaller one there as well. Okay, right. And then let's cut down some of these Myrtle Cottage ones. And, you know, just totally random. I'm not kind of, you know, planning where to cut this or anything. I'm just literally going in, you know, completely like anywhere that I think might look good. So let's just cut that down like that. Okay, and then this one here. Okay, again, just go in here. And then I think take some here. So yeah, we've got just some random bits now. Okay, might have to cut this one up as well, but we'll just kind of see how we get on. Also got actually either of these, so yeah, perhaps I'll just take this one as well. So I'd printed these two to a page, which yeah, actually might work quite well for this because where I've cut quite small pieces, this might actually just work really quite nicely. So let's just cut that down, and then I think what I'll do, I'll just cut this in half, and then I've got two quite small, almost like quite delicate copies of that pattern paper to use. So excuse me, I have got such a frog in my throat today. I feel fine, but yeah, just a frog. Right, so thinking we could could do something like this to get us started. Actually, let's take one of the smaller pieces and just kind of get started with a smaller piece. So, right, I'm going to go in that way. Okay, right. Just glue this down along like that. Okay, so we're getting straight in and mixing up our colours and our patterns and things. Okay, and what did I do with that other smaller piece? Okay, let's do this one, maybe there, or maybe like that actually. So let's do that with maybe this coming out. Like that. Yeah, I mean, how cool does that look? Really, really pretty. So, yeah, let's just pop that down here. Oh, it's such a lovely day here today. So very, very spring-like. Again, I'm filming this ahead, and I know I say it all the time, but honestly, I mean, I like to say this because I don't want people thinking I'm lying. If you look out the window, you know, and it's just like pouring with rain, or not spring-like at all, or, you know, heaven forbid if I lose the video and it doesn't go up for ages, it could even be back to winter. So yeah, I like to always just cover all bases. So yes, I'm filming ahead, and it is spring. While I'm filming this, it is spring, but I mean, just because it's spring doesn't necessarily mean you're getting spring-like weather, does it? So, but as it happens, today we are getting spring-like weather. So yeah, it's gorgeous out there. Right, let's just see whether under there, or I've gone into overthinking mode a bit for some reason on this one. I don't know why, but sometimes that just happens, doesn't it? And you know, before you know it, you're overthinking things. So yeah, don't know why. Sometimes that just does happen. And it's very hard then to not overthink. Once you've started down that track, you know, it's quite hard to then stop it, I find. So, you know, hopefully it might go in a minute and I might stop overthinking. But for the minute, probably stuck in that mode of overthinking it. Okay. So yeah, thinking maybe kind of layer up a bit like this. Definitely want some more green going on. Just got to be a bit careful that I don't end up with you know, everything like layered on top of each other, if you see what I mean, because sometimes then it can have a strange appearance. So yeah, I might get actually some of these like this and then glue some on top, if that makes sense. More like that, because otherwise, you know, there is a danger, I find, of it looking like everything's been put layered like in a gradual step, if that makes sense at all. Which, you know, that's fine, but yeah, it kind of then does create a bit of a strange appearance, I think. You know, it looks like very obvious the way that you've glued things down, which you know, you don't necessarily want it to look like that. So okay, okie doke, pop that down there. Like that. Okay. Oh, loving how that looks so far. Really, really, really nice. So again, might put something like that. And then maybe this one here. Oh my goodness, how gorgeous does that look? Just sometimes you just suddenly, you know, it suddenly starts to come together. And that's a bit what suddenly happened here. Was it's like, ooh, suddenly it's you know, really working. So yeah, just put that one down like that. And I mean, don't forget, you know, when you cut these, that's when they're going to take shape anyway, because, you know, at the moment they look like, you know, you've just obviously stuck down all these random bits of paper. It's once you actually cut them in that then they look a little bit different, you know, they're going to take a different kind of appearance. So if they're not, you know, if you're doing something like this and it's not really looking how you're expecting or hoping, it's not the end of the world, because actually, you know, it might be that it's not actually going to look great until you've actually cut it all down. So don't kind of panic. So I'm just gluing this down here. Ooh, like that. Okay. Hello, beautiful girl. So my daughter's been downstairs. She's been being a very good girl this morning and clearing her room out. Haven't you, sweetie? Well, I hope she still has. And yeah, we're going to, yeah, dump, hopefully, a lot of things from her room, aren't we, sweetheart? It's very messy. I know I've said this so many times before, but yeah, it's super messy room. Right, might have this one here. So I'm just going to, again, just cut this down.
When am I going to my friend's house?
3 o'clock, sweetheart, so not for a long time yet, I'm afraid. You could do a bit more in your room if you like, just until I finish my video. Oh, I hope that she's, I hope she is doing it. I mean, I left her, she was doing it. So her room is such a tip, and I've talked about this so many times, but yeah, it's revolting. So I hope that she's making good progress, but who knows? Who knows whether she is. Okay. But she's going to her friend's house this afternoon, but yeah, not until 3 o'clock, which is ages away yet. And I mean, obviously when you're a child, you know, it's that endless waiting, isn't it? When you're going to a friend's house, it's like, oh no, when am I going? When am I going? And it seems to just take forever, doesn't it? Until you're actually going. So, yep, she's waiting at the moment. Right. Do we want that higher or lower? I think higher. So, again, just glue that down. Like that. And then, again, just on those, like, inside edge as well. And then you've kind of hedged your bits, and it's glued then in all of the vulnerable areas, like that. Okay. I mean, how pretty do these papers look together? And they're just such a yeah, an eclectic, sort of unexpected combination, aren't they? I mean, I wouldn't have necessarily, you know, thought to put these papers together, but they look really great together. And yeah, they're just kind of like, yeah, bringing out kind of something really beautiful that was, you know, would not have been my first thoughts to have actually mixed these papers together, but they actually look really, really pretty, don't they? So again, I've gone into overthinking a little bit. I do apologise. It's just so difficult not to do it. Right. Thinking definitely, let's have a bit of this bluey red somewhere. So yeah, maybe if we kind of try and finish it off with a bit of green down here and this piece. It's a shame they're quite small. And then up here, maybe this little piece in the corner. Right, okay, so I need to just do this a bit like a puzzle, you know, getting the right pieces next to the right pieces, if that makes sense. So, right, this piece here, like that. Then we want to have this piece. Like that. Okay. Like that. Okay, and then this one here. So just glue this one down. Yeah, very much a kind of like, oh, do it in the right order procedure going on here. So like that. Okay, and glue that one down like that. And obviously I'm going to trim this down along this edge, so then it becomes a, you know, more cohesive straight edge along there. And then this piece here I'm going to just place in this corner. Just check whether I can have it that way or whether I have to have it this way. Might have to have it this way actually. That's fine. Oh, I think that needs to go around that way, so it's the right way up at least. Yeah, okay, right. So again, just going to glue this down like that. Glue this edge like that. Oh dear. Right. Okay, like that. And we're just going to glue this like that in here. Like that. Okay. Right, then we're going to put this piece down right over the top. So just need to glue it on these 3 edges in here like that. Okay. Like that. Okay, looking good. Right. Have got this piece, which of course we haven't used, so I could possibly use that somewhere. Let's just see. I'm just going to trim this off down this edge. Like that. Okay. Oops. Right, just keep that stuck down. Okay, right, do we want this piece anywhere? It might be that actually we've got enough. Just sort of see. Do we want that there? Oh yeah, let's go for that, shall we? I mean, again, you're just kind of adding to the thickness of the layers really by doing this. So it's kind of all helpful and all good to, you know, to glue down some extra bits like that. Okay. There we go. Oh, how gorgeous does that look? So, I mean, again, a completely different look with those Tim Holtz papers. And, you know, again, kind of a lot unexpected looks really with those papers. And yeah, let's just bring in the other board as well. And we'll just kind of have a look at the 2 and see the ones that we've done. But, oh, I can't tell you how much I'm just loving doing these. And, you know, like I said, I have been hoarding those Tim Holtz papers for the longest time. And, you know, doing them like this is really fun because I feel like I'm really making the most of the pretty papers. So we've got this one here, which I just love. This one actually turned out smaller. Again, not intentionally, but yeah, kind of, obviously I didn't measure it, so it's about 1 inch smaller on both of those edges. So, you know, widthways and lengthways. But yeah, I don't know which one I prefer actually. I think I prefer the first one. I don't know. Yeah, I think I prefer the first, but who knows? I really like them both. So I hope that you like them and maybe it's given you some inspiration to get out maybe your Tim Holtz papers or, you know, any other papers maybe that you've been hoarding if you're anything like me. And just have a play. Mix them up with some unexpected papers, some unexpected pieces and just, you know, see what you can kind of come up with. And yeah, I really hope that you have a lot of fun if you do that. And thank you so much for watching. I will come back when we will actually play with some of these and make some bits and pieces. So thank you so much. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks then. Bye.